Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Classics with Courtney. And today we're finishing off the Nancy Drew tetralogy show series. The Hidden Staircase was the last one. So let's go ahead and jump into this movie, shall we? Our story begins with the press coming to the Drews' home to confirm the story of the two Turnbull sisters giving their estate to a children's hospital.
We've heard that Rosemary and Floretta Turnbull are going to give the old Turnbull estate to Dr. Spires for a children's hospital.
And that your daughter Nancy talked them into it.
Where is your daughter, Mr. Drew?
Why, she's... Gentlemen, I give you the guilty party in person.
Dad, for pity's sakes, what's all the racket?
Stay right where you are, Miss Drew.
Oh,
Is it true you're responsible for this, Miss Drew?
Turnbull sisters give historic estate. Oh, Dad, that's wonderful.
But they say the old ladies have no right to give the property away.
Of course they have.
Not for 2 weeks yet, Nancy. What's a dope on old Zachary Turnbull's will?
I didn't even know there was one.
Well, maybe I can help you out, Nancy. The will provided that Rosemary and Floretta, Zachary's daughters, must live 20 years in the mansion, as he called it, before acquiring legal title to the estate.
Dad, what if someone claims the Turnbull sisters never spent all those 20 years in that house?
No, the sisters were shrewd enough to think of that. They've had affidavits drawn up from time to time and witnessed by various servants and neighbors. I have them right here.
Gee, that's swell. Then there's no danger of the property going to the city.
Not after the next 2 weeks.
While in a hurry, Mr. Drew accidentally leaves his briefcase with important papers when a shady man comes by looking for those exact papers.
I'm the only one home right now, but I could... You're not a reporter.
I want those affidavits.
They aren't here.
Come on. Where are they?
I said they weren't here.
Yeah? Well, I'll just look around.
You'll be sorry for this. My father's a very influential lawyer. He knows a lot of judges and policemen, and he'll have you arrested for...
Shut up!
Yes, sir. I told you they're not here.
What are you hiding?
Nothing.
Come on, get up out of there. Oh. So they weren't here, huh? I ought to box your ears. Iceman! Ow! Hey, Wiley! Get going!
Ted! There he goes.
After their diversion and the crook escapes, Ted takes Nancy to the Turnbull home.
Floretta, Miss Rosemary, what's happened? We heard them talking out there.
Oh, Nancy, it was terrible. Phillips, our chauffeur, has been shot.
What?
Gee whiz, when?
About 2 hours ago. You can put that in the icebox, Ted.
Huh? Oh, yeah, sure.
He's lying there by the window in his room. Murdered. They're not sure yet it was murder. Oh, are the police still in there?
Yes, they're still investigating.
Nancy, this is Mr. Talbot from next door. Nancy Drew and Ted Nickerson.
How do you do? Mr. Talbot, do you mean the police don't know yet whether it was suicide or murder?
That's right.
It's murder. I won't stay in this house another minute. We'll move out.
But you can't do that. You'll lose your property, and Dr. Spires won't get his hospital. Miss Rosemary, you won't move out, will you?
I don't know, Nancy. This thing has me so unnerved.
Oh, we might be murdered in our beds if we stay here. Oh, I knew something terrible was going to happen. Last night, I heard a dog howling.
Oh, really, that's just another of your superstitions. It has nothing whatever to do with it.
Miss Floretta, if this turned out to be suicide, then there wouldn't be any reason to move out, would there?
No, I guess not. At least we'd be sure there were no assassins lurking about.
To prevent the sisters from leaving their home, Nancy writes a false suicide note and recognizes a familiar face.
Operation from the police department.
Cooperation? That's all we've been giving you is cooperation.
Oh, Captain Tweedy, I'm terribly sorry. How clumsy of me.
Miss Drew, if your father wasn't the man he is, Here. What's this? Where'd that come from?
Oh, I don't know. It must have been under the jar.
Dearest, I cannot live without you. Life has been a walking shadow. So it's murder, is it? Get a load of that.
A suicide note.
I told you it was suicide, didn't I?
If you ask me...
Nobody's asking you anything. Keep out of it. But like I told you before, there goes your murder theory.
All right, Tweety, you win. Only shut up about it.
Can't take it. Come on, Smitty, let's go.
What are you dragging me back here for?
we first came in.
Gee, that must be the shell from Phillips's gun.
That's what I figured.
We better take this to Captain Tweedy, hadn't we?
I should say not. Why, that'd spoil everything. Let me see. Philip's body was lying about here.
Nancy, at least we ought to tell him about Phillips being the one we saw this morning.
And have the Turnbulls know he was after those affidavits? That would scare them into moving.
Maybe I'm dumb, Nancy, but I'm still in the dark.
Where's that shell?
Here.
Do you know what kind of a gun this fits?
Luger, I suppose. That's the kind Captain Tweedy showed me. Why?
Could you get a hold of one exactly like it?
Well, my Uncle Bill's got a Luger he captured during the war. He might lend it to me.
The following day, Nancy tricks Ted to going out to an open area to test her theory about the gun and whether or not the victim was murdered.
What are you doing up here anyway, Nancy?
Well, there's an ordinance against shooting guns in the city, and I just had to shoot this one.
Well, go ahead and shoot it.
I can't make it work.
Wait a minute, will you?
Since you're here, you wouldn't mind shooting it a few times for me, would you?
You didn't have this very well planned out, did you?
Go ahead and shoot now.
Okay, hold your ears.
That proves it, Ted. That proves it.
Proves what?
That Phillips was murdered. Those empty shells went straight up in the air. Not one of them fell even half the distance.
Half what distance?
Oh, come out of the fog, Ted. That empty shell I found yesterday was 4 1/4 belt lengths from the window where Phillips was discovered. If he had committed suicide, the shell would have fallen beside him. That proves he was shot from across the room.
Gee, that's right.
Nancy talks the matter over with her father. They are both informed of a theft at the Turnbulls.
Dad?
Captain Tweedy just got an urgent call to hurry out to the Turnbull house.
He did? Well, something must have happened. We'd better get out there right away.
Well, where do you think I'm going? You want to come along?
Well, of course I do.
Well, what's wrong, Tweedy?
We were robbed last night. A lot of things were stolen.
And we couldn't be robbed.
I'm afraid I don't understand that.
What she means is that no one could get in because all the doors and windows were locked.
And they were locked. All of them.
From the setup, I'd say it was the work of a master cracksman. But never mind, me and Smitty will case every pawn shop in town. Just give me a list of the missing articles.
Well, they were all from Floretta's room. First, there were 2 postage stamps.
2 postage stamps?
Yes, and a package of hairpins.
Package of hairpins. Is that all?
Oh, no. There was that slip of paper.
It had the telephone number of the North Side Laundry on it.
Well, why should anyone bother with such trifles?
Mr. Drew, there's a mysterious presence in this house. I've felt it for some time.
They're nuts, Mr. Drew. Absolutely nuts. They're just taking up my time.
Captain, how old is this house, Miss Rosemary?
Why, Grandfather built it during the Civil War.
Well, the age of the house may explain the footsteps you heard. After all, you know, old houses do creak.
But there was a voice.
Well, I'll bet that was a radio in the neighborhood somewhere.
Oh, I never thought of that.
Oh, what about the thieves that are gone?
Well, I don't like to suggest this possibility, but are you sure your servants are all right?
Well, they only have one now, a kitchen girl. She comes every morning, but she doesn't sleep here.
I see.
That night, Nancy and Ted sneak into the Turnbull home to see if they can snatch their intruder.
Ted, I've just learned something that's terribly important. I need your help.
Nothing doing. After what happened this morning, I absolve myself completely from any connection with your dizzy schemes.
It hurts me to bring up the subject, but what if your employers knew how you spend your time when you should be delivering ice?
So now you're gonna blackmail me.
Why, Ted, I never even intimated such a thing. Don't tell me you believe in ghosts, too.
Well, I don't believe in them, but I'm still afraid of them.
I must say, and you expect to be a big football player this season. Besides, what do you suppose the rest of the team would do to you if they knew you were afraidy?
Now, Nancy, you wouldn't pull a thing like that on me.
Oh, well, not deliberately, but it might slip out accidentally.
Okay, so in the first 3 movies, I actually like the depiction of Nancy. Yes, she is different from the book. She's a bit silly, a bit lightheaded at times, but she's still smart. And she can be charming and sweet. And I really like Bonita as Nancy. However, this one, I think, really messes with her character a little bit too much for me to even consider her unlikable. The fact that she blackmails Ted and then threatens him to emasculate him in front of his football friends in order to make him do what she wants. To me, this makes her very unlikable, and all that charm that I had for her in the first 3 movies are lost in this one. I'm very disappointed. Nancy gets caught by her father and leaves poor Ted in the house alone.
Oh, please, mister. I didn't mean any harm. Please don't take me away. My father, he'd never get over it. He's the best, most wonderful man in the world.
He is he?
Dad!
The next time you try to get me out of town by sending me a fake telegram, be sure the heading doesn't read River Heights.
Dad, you scared me.
I meant to. I hope this will be a lesson for you. Now get into that car. We're going home.
Oh, Dad, I can't.
Hurry up. Hurry up.
But, Dad, there's something I've got to tell you.
I don't want to hear another peep out of you tonight. Now get moving and go straight home.
He's in jail.
In jail?
Yes, he phoned the office about an hour ago. And he got canned, too.
Canned? Oh!
Your clothes, Ted.
Oh, somebody swiped them last night. These were in an old box and it was all I could find. And besides, I found this on my stomach when I woke up.
Keep away from the Turnbull house or you'll get what Phillips got.
Captain, this note bears immediate investigation.
You're right. We don't want to leave no stone unturned.
Dad, you don't need me anymore, do you?
No, Nancy. Captain and I'll get along very well without you.
I'll drive you home, Ted. Come on.
Well,
Ted, you got a picture, didn't you?
gosh, the flash bulb's burned out. I was so upset I didn't notice it.
Hot sausage. If that picture's what it should be, we'll have proof of Philip's murder.
It's a person. Only it's kind of blurred.
It's more like a ghost.
Whoever it is, he must have moved the camera when he hit the string.
Why, he's going toward a door. So that's how he gets in. Boy, this is the pancakes. Get in gear.
Nancy and Ted go back to the Turnbull home when they come across a shocking scene.
Has that Tweety lost his mind?
Close it up, Mike.
Captain Tweety, where are you taking them?
Jail, Miss Drew, jail. I just arrested them for the murder of their chauffeur. And I got you to thank for it, Miss Drew. Your father showed me how you discovered it was murder.
But they didn't do it.
They didn't, eh? Of course they did. Doors and windows all locked. Inside job.
But, Captain, this photograph...
Got no time to look at pictures, son. Too busy.
Hey! What are you trying to do?
I want to get into that phone.
Well, you can't bust a window.
Ted, don't stop me. This is much more important than any old window.
That's housebreaking, Nancy. And I've been in jail enough.
Oh!
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry, Ted, but, well, as long as we're in, I might as well use the phone.
Nancy Drew.
Hello. Hello, Dad?
Hello, Nancy. What's the trouble? What?
And you've got to get them out right away. If Captain Tweety keeps them away from the house tonight, they'll lose it. Can't you raise some bail or something?
Nancy, I can't bail them out, not on a murder charge. I'll see Tweety right away, though. Where are you calling from?
The Turnbull house. I'll call you back pretty soon.
Sleuths go back downstairs and try to find the secret door, and after some difficulty, they do find it.
There's the post. Well, there's either a door there or this picture's a liar.
Ted, it's a secret door. That's what it is.
Here, give me a rope. Whoever uses this door doesn't open it this way.
How do you suppose they do open it?
Search me. There's nothing else.
Maybe it'll work if I push.
Okay. Hey, Nancy. Nancy! Nancy! Nancy!
I found it! I found it!
You might have busted your neck.
Didn't land on my neck. Shut the door! We better make sure we can open it from this side.
Yeah. There. That ought to hold it. Why would anyone want to dig a tunnel here?
I bet I know. The Turnbull house was built during the Civil War. They probably built this passageway so they could get away if the house was surrounded.
Good idea. Wish I had one. There are times when it'll come in handy.
Well, go on, open it. Why, it's somebody's house. Shh. Wish there was some way of finding out whether anyone's here or not.
Iceman!
Ted, look!
Why, it's the Turnbull estate.
And this is Mr. Talbert's house.
Are you sure?
Well, he lives right next door to the Turnbulls, doesn't he?
After discovering that Mr. Talbot is the murderer, they try to escape but end up confronting Mr. Talbot and then become stuck in the hidden tunnel.
Any longer.
Now you said something.
Evidently, you didn't believe that message I left last night. It won't do any good to run. I locked that other door.
We haven't done anything. Honest, Mr. Talbot.
You see, sir, we were looking for the Kissel board to find Leander. On the second side behind us. Would the Lester keep if you would?
Huh?
Well, these quietifum are Senectrum. Like this. Yeah, but he sure is out.
Ted, we've got evidence and everything. Now let's get out of here.
Okay.
Black cats, it's locked.
We'll never get out this way.
I hope Talbot was lying about that other door.
Well, let's find out.
Listen, Nancy, if we can just break this pipe.
What good will it do? We couldn't even bend it.
Sure we could. It's just an old lead pipe, and then we could sluice a hole through the roof.
Oh, what clue?
Sure, didn't you ever hear of hydraulic mining? Come on, give it all you got.
Plumber?
Plumber, I got no time to be fooling around with plumbers.
If you ask me, there's something peculiar about that house. You ought to surround it.
Smitty, I think you're right. Boys, surround the house.
Why, hurry, Ted, hurry!
Help! Help!
I told you there was a leak, Captain.
Help! I can't swim! Help!
Nancy, get this guy off my hands. Don't hurt.
Yeah, stay
Ted!
Hold tight, Captain. Hurt?
What in the world happened?
We were trapped. There's an underground tunnel to Talbert's house. He did everything. We can prove it.
Talbot? He's out colder than a polar bear's tail, Captain.
Throw some water in his face.
Get some water.
Captain, I think you'll find that Talbot's the murderer you've been looking for.
He sure is.
Yeah? Take care of him, boys. We'll get a confession. We'll wring it out of him.
Hey, I'm still down here.
There's that kid still down there. Pull him up.
Ted!
Go on, get him up.
Careful, Ted. Careful.
Ted!
Boy. There, now we'll get some dry clothes on these kids and clear the whole thing up.
And that was Nancy Drew and the Hidden Staircase. And to be honest, I'm very disappointed in this movie. The fact that this was one movie that actually took the book, and yes, they rearranged a lot of things, but this was technically an adaptation loosely based on the book. I was very disappointed by how they just made the film, and especially how Nancy is. I was very disappointed altogether. Though there are some very few positives, there's a lot more negatives for me, so I'm going to go ahead and dive into that very quickly. Number one, Ted is treated like complete crap in this movie. Yes, he's played as the kind of klutz in throughout all the films, but he is still likable. In this movie, he's still likable. But Nancy messes with his life a little bit too much for my taste. She blackmails him at least one time, emasculates him, and then threatens him to expose him in front of the football team. And then, at the end of the story, when Captain Tweedy asks about who wrote the suicide note, she said it was Ted, which then leads him back to jail like 3 times.
Just a minute. There's something I can't figure out. If Talbot killed Phillips, where'd that suicide note come from?
Oh, Ted wrote that.
Oh, he did he? Obstructing justice again. Come on, you're under arrest.
Now, look, Captain.
Dad! Dad! Ted's in jail again! Come on!
And I'm thinking, that was your idea, Nancy, but yet Ted has to take the fall for it. So that was one thing that kind of irritated me. The writing for the Nancy character is also, in my opinion, very, very bad. Especially the points where she is cruel and even selfish. The point that there is a murder taken at the Turnbull home, but yet she wants them to succeed in giving their house to the children's hospital. So she fakes a suicide note so that the house can go to the children's hospital. Yeah, that's all fine and dandy, but you don't fake a suicide note during a murder investigation for that reason. Like, come on, Nancy. The only positive I have for this movie, other than Nancy's father, who's always a joy to watch, is that the movie does reference the book. It's called The Hidden Staircase, which is one of the best books in the Nancy series. The Turnbull sisters are taken from the book. Rosemary and Flora Turnbull are both from the book. There's a hidden staircase, yes, and there is a ghost that steals things. So those are elements that are from the book, and that was nice. I just wish they would have stuck more closely to the book. That would have been awesome. Considering now that the tetralogy is now finished, I have a feeling that I should rank them, and this is how I would rank them. The first one would be detective, troubleshooter, reporter, and then the hidden staircase. On a similar but different note, I always have these mental dreams in my mind whenever I get into the books and I'm in this mood for Nancy Drew and the Hardy Boys, is that I really wish 2 things. Number 1, I wish that we would have gotten a movie adaptation by Alfred Hitchcock. Considering it would be right up his alley in a way, but it'd be for children. I think that would have been so much fun to see an Alfred Hitchcock adaptation of a Nancy Drew or even Hardy Boys movie. And number 2, this more or less directly kind of ties into the Hardy Boys more than Nancy Drew, but I always thought it'd be really cute if we had like a Hardy Boys-esque mystery series like the Andy Hardy series, starring Mickey Rooney, Judy Garland, and all their chums, because I think that would have been so cool. The fact that Judy and Mickey would be boyfriend and girlfriend working on mysteries and then having their girl and boy chums that would come in, similar to like Chet Morrison or Beth Hooper, them guys from the Hardy Boys. I think that would have been really, really cool. And that wraps up my review of the Nancy Drew, The Hidden Staircase. Well, let me know in the comments below if you've enjoyed this movie and what did you take from it. Let me know if you also have any requests. I welcome either request or thoughts on the movie, either one. So anyway, I will see you guys in my next video. Until then, bye! Have a great and wonderful day.